All right, so we're about to start Hillcrest, but I just want to make an important point here in that if we go to chapter select here, we see that like in Jackson, there are actually like, what, 7 chapters here. And Seattle Day 1, which you've just completed, we had Gate separated by downtown, elementary school, then Capitol Hill. Like a lot of these, like Eastbrook Elementary, that was basically one encounter, right? Per chapter permadeath is about to get quite a bit more punishing when we hit Seattle Day 2, because we see there just aren't that many. There aren't that many chapters here. We have Hillcrest, which encompasses our introduction to dogs running through the houses and everything. Finding Strings has like a few encounters alone. Seraphites is also another one, and I'll touch on this. Seraphites is probably going to be one of the more punishing chapters because there is a lot to get through. And so once we hit Seattle Day 2, permadeath per chapter is going to start feeling very real, so be ready. We're about to start combat in Hillcrest, or as a lot of people call Hellcrest, because it can be quite challenging. Now we're about to start the encounter, which it starts when we hop down right there. Now I just climbed up this ladder to get here. There is a lot of looting that you'll want to do beforehand. Now one thing that you should have access to is the ability to craft silencers. I'm going to show you a use of silencers here. Also, nicely enough, if we upgrade this, then we can also get faster prone movement, which is very, very handy to have. This will lead us into improved silencers later, so this isn't a bad skill tree to go down. I'm going to go ahead and craft my silencer. Just like every other encounter, I'm going to make sure I am fully reloaded. Now, this is an introduction to dogs in the game, and boy, is it an introduction, because there are 3 of them, and they are tough. One thing to remember is that they will smell out your scent trail, so you can't really hide for long. So we're going to get caught basically by our scent trail by this dog right away. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically go left. We're going to try to keep going as left as we can, as much as we can, basically like we're competing in NASCAR, only lefts. Now, an interesting thing is, just like with the Shambler window, or infected window, dogs can't climb that fence. So they can only smell us up to a certain point. So that's a nice little way to sort of buy some more time with the dogs. Now, as you can see, I'm waiting here because we have this rifle person here who's inspecting. When she turns around, we are going to go for her as fast as we can while crouched. So I'm holding the joystick as fast as I can. One little X tap to climb that fence. And once I start getting to get close, I'm spamming triangle so we can get her as early as possible. And then we can take her out. There we go. So we see our red door is over there. Once this animation's complete, we're going to go prone and stay in this grass. And we also see that there is a lady over there with a dog who's going to be a huge problem. And this is where we're going to use our silencer. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to start aiming and try to take her out. A little headshot. Sometimes if she's moving, just let her walk into your reticle. We also need to headshot the dog as well. I had to do that a little bit quickly there. You might have a little bit more time. So now I'm making sure that before we're right next to our where we want to go, this door, I'm making sure that enemies won't see us. And so that person right there, they are going to walk into that building. And so I'm going to go straight to the door right when they disappear. This is the longest door in the game. Just hold triangle here. There we go. Got through it. So hopefully that's an easy set of steps. Now, you can get caught at the door or caught anywhere else. And I'll show you what happens if you do get caught at the door, like what you can do. And that's effectively just running around through all the buildings. Okay, so I just got alerted, trying to do some stealth action right here. And I got the kill off, but I basically just ran straight back. Now, they know where I'm at, which is really bad. They're gonna start
She's around here somewhere.
searching and everything. And at this stage, we kind of just need to focus on trying to kill all. But by the way, we see that we have our dog right here who cannot climb the fence. Thank goodness. Now, the best thing that we can do, first off, we have a dog here. We can dodge dogs. Another thing that we should do is bottle them before they get too close. But of course, if you don't have a bottle, then you'll need to dodge and then melee, okay? That's a good example on taking out dogs, as horrifying as it sounds. But again, they know that I'm here. The best thing that we can do in a game that has mechanics where enemies flank is to change position. And you want to change position as fast as possible. So now that guy saw me here, which means that we are going to run a bit further, and then we're going to crouch. Not going to cause any more sound here, but we're going to keep moving. Important thing is to not hold still. Don't hold your ground. And see where they're all aiming right now? They lost sight of us, which means that this gives us another chance to take out some of the other enemies. Now, if we don't have a silencer and you have to do loud shots, then what you might need to do is kill an enemy in one position, but be ready to run to another spot. Fortunately, in this area, there are all these buildings where you can kind of go in between them like really, really easily. You won't be exposed that much when you're going between buildings. So like if I want to go to the next building, I don't need to go out here. I can just go through this back way. Also, yeah, if you see bottles or anything, definitely grab that. Okay, so what you can do is try to take out some of the enemies. Can't quite see them with that grass there. Try to take them out. Unfortunately, nobody saw me take them out, so I'm in the clear. If I see someone else, we're gonna try that. Try to get headshots, silence headshots, if you can. If you miss them, don't worry. But now I'm at a point where I can't make any more silencers. All I have is a rifle. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a loud shot here.
Nice try.
By the way, this is why I think you should have power on this gun, because that didn't kill him in one shot. Okay, so what I was planning on doing was seeing if I could see an enemy real quick, but it turns out I killed them all. But I would run back into this building here, and I would keep going. I would eventually go crouched and then squeeze through here. And then I'm in grass, I'd go prone, and I'd just keep moving to the other side, just go back and forth. This is a great area to sort of practice that. Yeah, hopefully you won't need to do that. You can pull out the stealth strat, but that's just some general tips on how to handle dogs, how to handle flanking, and yeah, good times when you should take some silent shots. So a couple of quick notes about looting. After climbing the dumpster and everything, as we exit the bike shop, where we want to go is through here. That'll take us up those stairs. There's this area over here with a place that you can drop down into. Do not drop down into there. You're gonna have people probably in chat saying, oh, but there's a training manual. Don't worry, you'll pick up that training manual later. But what I'm talking about where you don't want to go is right here. Okay. The reason being, there are 2 shamblers in there, and it's a very small area. Now there is loot over here that I do think is worth it, even though there's like 4 or 5 runners. And that's back here inside of a safe. And one easy way to help handle these runners is by using a molly. I think it's worth it to use the molly here. But we'll go ahead and open this up and then just wait a second and chuck that molly in there. That handles a bunch of the runners. For all the other runners, what I like to do is just run through the building. Let them come to me. They'll be on fire. They're taking damage over time from the fire, so we're just buying some time here. There we go. Sometimes you won't kill them all right there, but that little molly does a lot of work. And as we can see, here's a bunch of charred runners. Yep, looks like there were 5 total. And there's our safe, and there's other loot back here. We looted everything. Now we're about to enter this area. Unfortunately, there's a shambler and a runner right in our way. There's also a good amount of pills, which are very nice. I think there's like 17 or 16. So what I'm going to do is just book it, run in here, grab the pills. There's other things that I'll just grab real quick. And there's our shambler. What we're going to do, just pull the shambler outside. Get him out of here, out into the open. And there's our runner. We just want to avoid the runner, avoid the shambler, pull him out, and then we'll run right back in. Right back in. And now they're out of our way. We grabbed all the loot and everything. Just want to pull them outside, out into the open. And then we have to press triangle on this door right here. And when you get here, they won't follow. Okay, we're at this point where we just heard an explosion. And what we want to do here is just get over here and go crouch. We have some runners that we totally want to ignore. We're just going to stay right behind them. See, I'm not going any slower or anything. Once we get here, we'll just run and climb. There you go. Just bypass them entirely. Now, we also have Boris coming up. There's some loot in here. Definitely grab it. I'm going to go straight to Boris. Now, I made sure I had my shotgun out before entering. Because watch this. We'll just hold aim and shoot him. Now you don't have to worry about doing this whole battle with a melee battle with a stalker. So as you open up this garage, you just got your bow for the first time. They make you stay in place, like you cannot move around until they make you take some practice shots showing you that you need to pull the bow all the way back. Turns out we can kind of game the system here and get more arrows than what they originally intended. So we need to hit a target, but if we want to get a bunch of arrows, do not pull the bow all the way back. So I'm just gonna basically like tap R2 here. Yeah, we're gonna get some dick shots there. But do this as much as we want. I think we'll only get like a total of 6 arrows. But when we're done, so I see that we have 5 on there. Now I'm gonna hold this all the way. And now I can move. And guess what? We can loot all of these arrows and we're completely full on arrows. Really nice. Yeah, we can't even grab that one right there. There we go. We got 6 arrows. Normally you'd come out of here with only like 2 or maybe 3. We're about to enter houses. Now, in houses, one thing that's really nice to have, I don't happen to have it on me. I'll try to demonstrate with the Molly, but not for this encounter, but this involves a lot of running. We're going to do a little bit of stealth in the beginning and get to a point where we can just start running through everything. So let's just go ahead, jump right into it. What we're going to do is we're going to go into this house to our right.
Picked up something down the hill. I think he's down there.
So what we need to do is look over here. Now, we lose this tall grass, so we need to go prone, okay? But we see there's a window over there. So now we can go up back to being crouched and hop through this window. And we want to go down these stairs. There's a few things that we can grab along the way, including a bottle. There's like a good amount of alcohol right here. There we go. So basically we go downstairs, we want to go left, and you just want to keep going straight from here. So I'm kind of hugging like this left side because there is someone that shows up right there. Okay. But we want to hop up into here, make sure we're crouched, keep moving. And we just want to keep going right underneath the staircase. There's someone right there that will turn around. So be on the lookout. If you think they're going to turn around, just stay behind that little table right there. Okay. So where we're trying to go is like back in that corner over there. And there is someone right here. Yeah, that can spot us. And you can wait here as long as you want. We're in a very safe position. So again, we just had to go down that house and come straight out to here. Okay, she tends to turn around, but basically when she starts walking away, she might turn around again. Looks like we're good. So when we do this, we're going to be again in grass, so we can just stay prone. Stay prone, and we're getting over to our goal over here. Now this car, we're gonna want to go around to the left of this car.
Fuck is he?
Now we see that the grass ends right here.
When we find him, we should let the.
Now notice there's somebody in that garage, so we actually do want to wait a little bit. We want to pull them out. But once we're done, once they're about there, we can basically just run. Maybe crouch behind this car to prevent not getting shot, and we can go straight through here. Don't need to panic. There's some loot here you could probably grab.
Over here.
That's it. Now, we need to start running. So see this window right here? We're basically running straight through. If you are hurt, you can heal.
Go.
I'm not hurt, so I'm fine. Now we hop into this area and go prone. Again, grass, going prone, really nice.
Nothing yet.
So where we're trying to go is straight through here. We're just making use of this nice grass so that they can't spot us. So see, she can't see us at all. Now there's an enemy like right in our way, right there. Fortunately, I have a bottle. So what I can do is bottle him. And there's another bottle like right here, or a brick. Once we do that, see that? We have plenty of time. Well, maybe not that much time. But now we'll run through here. Now I'm actually hurt. I can try to heal here. There is a guy that will shoot us from the back. I'll hop down. Now this is the point where a smoke bomb would be really nice to have. But I'll use a molly. We want to molly, try to get 2 of them as they're climbing down the stair. You have to do it like a little bit quickly, but it's not too fast. You see where I squeeze through right there? So we can avoid that melee person. And right now we're totally in the clear. They're not going to follow us. We're not going to get shot. Use this opportunity to heal if you want. Yeah, I'll go and heal. Why not? And with that, we're going to have a couple of cutscenes. All right, so this will be the last encounter. The first thing we want to do is that they leave us standing. We want to go crouched, and we can just wait like right here. Now, all we're doing is waiting for Jesse to take one of the enemies out for us. Once Jesse starts moving here, once he starts not peeking, now that's our cue to go. Once we do that, we can go around and grab a nice, easy stealth kill right here. So there are 4 enemies total. 2 are now gone. And the other 2 are going to be over here. So feel free to take out these enemies in any way that you're comfortable with.
What the hell?
You probably saw right there, I saw her coming around, and so I just spam triangle. Now there is a guy that will drop a med kit and sometimes a crowbar.
What the fuck's going on?
That or an axe. I'll take that. That's fine. You have a little bit of time. Don't worry about healing at this stage. At this point, you can't die, but make sure that you do like all the quick time events. Now, a little bit about this fight here. You don't need to kill these enemies. You don't need to. It takes a little bit longer, but even though we're getting damage, don't need to worry about it.
I'm trying.
Just for the sake of example, I won't do anything. We do need to kill them. We need to save Jesse.
Jesus.
Now, again, we don't need to kill these enemies. You can taunt them, whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, this truck, again, we don't need to kill the enemies that are shooting at us. The screen's gonna look all red. It's fine. However, there is one person we need to kill in the truck. That's the driver. We gotta kill the driver. Make sure your gun is reloaded. I mean, feel free to use this as target practice if you want, but once you hit this, make sure your gun's reloaded. You'll see the driver poke out. And just unload into him. Don't worry about headshots, just make sure you hit him.
Look out!
An important thing to note as well, you get infinite ammo here. And however much ammo you had in your pistol before here, doesn't matter. You're gonna basically lose it all by the end.
You gotta be kidding. Come on.
Now, there is a little square prompt here. To make, I'm already pressing square, you can see me, right? It's a pretty easy one. Don't need to worry about it. Now, the last thing we need to do, kill this clicker. You can kill the clicker in 2 headshots. Honestly, just unload as much as you can. Try to get headshots. See, I got 2 headshots, but just keep shooting them. People have lost their whole game runs due to this clicker. So you would hate to have to need to redo all of Hillcrest again. Make sure you take them out. And that's it for Hillcrest.